So Big Loon does a Trap Lord Ross interview and proceeds to, I mean, can we just say makes a fool out of himself again? It just looks,
it was better than the Brilliant Idiots.
It was definitely better. It was definitely a step up.
But Trap Lord Ross was talking half the time, so it's like I can't even, you know.
The problem that I've noticed with him, this kind of a trend, is that he doesn't do, the discussion isn't too good when he doesn't agree with the other dude.
Oh, it does terrible. Like
him and Charlemagne, when they can go back and forth and just agree on the same shit the whole time and just punch each other up, it's beautiful. It works.
Oh,
but that's the thing that blows my mind. You want to be good at podcasting, but you can't see both sides. Like, isn't this the whole point? You can't.
That is both sides.
How long has he been doing this?
He said 2 years consistently. He said he did it a long time, like a while ago, and then he stopped. But the last 2 years, he's been hustling every single week. The last 2 years.
I don't know, dog. Like, it's amazing what you can do with a Charlemagne sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how the fuck did he get there?
Might be the audio, man. Maybe it's the audio, or he could be connected as well.
He has a really nice RSS.
He's the general, nigga.
Like, I think it was one of those. I think a homie put him on.
Yeah,
like,
it's a relationship.
He did say that Loon kept tagging him, but
you mean Baby?
No.
Oh, okay.
Charlemagne said that Loon kept tagging him.
Oh, word.
And stuff. But I feel like I feel like I've tagged people for years, and these niggas have never responded.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as I stopped tagging niggas, they started responding.
It's different. Charlemagne, I feel like he low-key, like, you know, it might be our ego, but I think he low-key responded to us on that podcast.
On that podcast? I heard it.
Yeah, you heard that? You heard that little jab?
I heard it. But then I thought he was...
On the one with On This Up There podcast.
On This Up There podcast.
Let me see if I put that
I heard it, but I think when I started listening to it more, I feel like he was talking about Ack.
Yeah,
man, both them niggas stuck in their
It's
ways.
one of them situations where if the shoe fits, wear it.
Yeah. But it felt like, because he was talking about, you know, niggas talking about him online.
And he was also saying, like, niggas going online and giving conspiracy theories about him and his friends, or like his past associates and all that.
Yeah,
that sounds very similar to a viral clip.
Did he say that?
Yeah,
From the
Menace Material
He
channel.
was definitely talking about that.
That's what I'm saying. We got two of them that did something.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, he want to keep that in the dark.
Yeah, he definitely responded to us.
I feel like we handled that topic pretty objectively.
I feel like we handled it amazingly.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I'm still not gonna, out of respect for him, I'm not gonna go into the shit that won't go away for him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, no, that's just unnecessary.
I'm not gonna say the name. You know what I'm saying? But it's like there's still certain topics that we're respecting on. You know
And
what I'm
then most
saying?
importantly, we're keeping an open mind about hearing another perspective.
Exactly.
Keeping an open mind, which Loon can't do.
It was a shit show.
It was a shitty interview. I didn't like it. Let me. I gotta go back, see what was the worst part.
I put a screenshot in there. I put a screen recording in there. I don't know if. Please tell me it popped up. Go to the bottom. It didn't update yet.
But it was Andrew and Trap Lord Ross, especially during Juneteenth. This is our month. This is a bad look. Both of those white men was just juggling him around mentally. Like, if Trap Lord Ross wanted to disrespect him, because he was trying to like bully him.
Oh no, he was for sure bullying.
He was trying to.
This clip that I'm about to send Lauren, it was a straight bully attempt, like
which is what they always resort to.
Attempt.
Well, let's focus in on this interview real quick. So I do have some opinions on this. Some of the points that he made were just completely ridiculous. So first of all, he was low-key shitting on rappers crazy in this interview.
Yes.
So he's like, rappers are con men,
mascots.
They inflate and fabricate, and they're liars. But it's pretty much the same shit I've heard academics say, respectfully.
So they politicians.
Yeah, essentially. So it's like, so the fact that you have a bigger issue with the media outlets, you need to shit. If your opinion is that of rappers, why are you not shifting your attention towards the rappers? You see what I'm saying?
It's kind of like what Fresh and Fit does. Like, they don't make it about men, which it should be.
But to play,
But
to play advocate on that, I will say that even though that is the major issue, all these little side quests and unnecessary instigations are unnecessary.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, the big problem is the niggas shooting each other in Chicago.
Right.
But an unnecessary thing that's happening is academics reporting on it and putting more gas on the flame.
I don't think that's unnecessary.
This nigga Loon said something stupid. He was like, what gives you the right to, you know, talk about this and all these things with Vaughn and Woody Whoop Whoop, and Trap Lord Ross was like, well, what about the people he killed? What about the families?
Right.
And Trap Lord Ross said but wait. Like, Man, it was just
and
ignorance, man.
it was crazy. Yes.
Anytime Trap Lil Ross said out loud, "This is a good conversation," I knew he had him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Back to that.
and he kept, and when he was, I don't like. This is the Charleston White effect too.
I about
where
to
it's
say, man,
like,
man.
this is the Charleston White effect to where it's like I'm starting to not like these niggas who only attack the media, and you don't have that same smoke for the rapper, and you ain't got that same smoke for the
criminal,
for the 6 o'clock news.
Yeah.
When you become a
that,
scarecrow, you got to down that cross.
yes, keep that same energy with everybody. Like y'all pick and choose who y'all want to hold to the cross, and out of your mouth, these people are the fraudulent, the fakes. So call them out on it.
But then you double back on it and say, not all of it is cap.
Right.
But then you try to say that, because the thing about the Trap Lord Ross thing that was really annoying is that Trap Lord kept pointing out, this dude has mad tweets about this stuff. And he's like, nah, it's cap. It's cap.
He was pissed that he
all
was
the
using,
tweets are cap.
Yeah, he was mad that you don't talk to me about no tweets no more.
Come on, bro. At a certain point, you could say something 3 times and you could say, oh yeah, I was capping on that. If I have 300 tweets about it, come on. At some point, it's not cap anymore, bro.
Trap Lord Ross said he read every tweet.
That's crazy. I didn't know
Vaughn
he did.
tweeted.
That's insane.
And changed the time zone so he know exactly when it happened.
Yeah, and match it to the police calls and reports.
And you know it was weird? Like, I don't know, dog. Like, I guess when some people, you know, start out doing like media, they attach themselves to principles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Charlemagne has this, you know, the black principle, the black woman principle.
Yeah.
You know, God, mother, and therapy and all that shit.
Therapy, black woman, and God. Yeah.
That's like, you know, his primary badge.
Right.
His primary badge is, you know,
the streets.
The streets.
Yeah,
and he's stuck in that.
He reminds me of Hassan Campbell. You remember him?
Of course.
But Hassan Campbell, he was a lot more
righteous
and like, you know, fun. You know,
it was a lot more fun.
A lot more fun.
And I feel like he stayed in his lane. He didn't try to demonize. He stayed in his lane. Like, he pretty much was like, all your decisions are going to lead you to dead or in jail. Like, you know what I'm saying?
If he didn't like you, he had points and reasoning. It didn't sound out of character.
It didn't. He kept that. I felt the same energy in every video.
Yeah.
And he was entertaining.
Entertaining as hell. This nigga is not being entertaining. But let's listen to this. I think this is the. I don't even want to spoil it. Go ahead.
All right.
What you saying as if I'm King Von. And of course, this is alleged. I don't believe this stuff to be true. Anytime I'm speaking to a white man.
We'll go into that next.
Anytime I'm speaking to a white man, ain't nobody killed nobody. Nobody ever killed nobody when I'm speaking to a white man. You hear me? So we could answer that. But I want you to know about the King Von thing. Let me play into what you saying that he spent $100K. That ain't no money, family.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, $100K, for me, if I gotta knock a few people off to feel safe around here. Because see, that's the thing that I think, again, you not paying attention to, right? Once they mark me, it's almost like in one of these video games, they got a bounty on me. If I could take care of somebody that got the bounty on me, that might send a message to calm everything down. So some of what I do may be out of safety. But I don't even believe half of the shit that's been reported to the internet. I don't believe that. I don't believe. So we can move on because you can't answer the.
I can. I got hella on.
But you can't answer what.
Look, in high school, I didn't do well in academics. The only thing that I excelled in was reading and comprehension.
Yeah.
I have no idea what just transpired. I don't know. Like, I was following him, and then this nigga took a left with no turn signals.
That's
I'm like,
that shit that I'm talking about. Where it's like, what is he talking about?
He showed his hand. He said, nigga, when I'm in front of white people, I lie. Yeah, proceeded to lie. Nigga, I can't help it. I can't help it. And then he said, like, it's
But it's bad.
And I don't want to call him stupid because I want to meet him and dap him up.
No,
and
you gotta call yourself stupid for not understanding.
And I don't want to be. I don't want it to be weird because like, he's not stupid, but it's perspective, dog.
Yeah,
like,
it's like. Yeah, that white man moment, that's okay. We in the South. We understand. You know what I'm saying?
I love lying to white people. It's good.
Do it every day.
There's certain shit when you're trying to have a debate that you leave out.
Yeah.
And it's checking him on being white, and that's just one of the things.
You lose all credibility with
He lost, bro.
And he didn't smile after because it wasn't a joke. It was like, nigga, when I'm around the white man, I'm wrong.
But it felt like he went off the rails. Like he accidentally like let it off all out.
He
You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
did. He lost himself for a second.
yeah.
It's probably his first time telling the truth to a white man.
This is
Yeah.
what
Lying.
this is what I'm. Yeah, exactly. But this is what I'm saying. He'll lose himself and he'll bring it back
A little bit.
but
now he doesn't
just
round
enough
it out.
for Trap Lil Ross to be like, okay, this
To
fucking
be like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Yeah.
this fool's fucking losing, and let me say something. You
that's
feel me?
true. All right, let's see the rest of this.
yeah, man.
This nigga.
This is
It's-
great. I think I tell you about everything I said.
That's what I'm saying.
It's-
You just got to get through 15 minutes of ads.
Yeah, to even get to this gold content right here.
All right, I got you.
This shit
What
worse than
similarities
Snapchat
do
ads.
Jay-Z and King Von have?
Oh,
I answered that already. They both came out of difficult environments. Marcy
So it is the
projects,
criminal. It ain't the rapping.
No. So I didn't say anything about criminality. I said they came out of difficult environments where they were disadvantaged.
Difficulty causes you to be in criminal activity.
I didn't say that.
I'm saying that because I grew up in difficulty. That's why I want you to.
But okay.
You talking to a member. You're not talking to a content guy. I'm a member. So I'm telling you, if I grew up in difficulty, I got to deal with criminal activity to get out of difficulty.
you see,
That's part of what I have to do. So those two gentlemen did that. What about the music do they have in common that draws you to like those two individuals? Seeing that you cited Jay-Z shot his brother at 12, that was one of your first stories, and King Von beef, and his shit is you've been
dropped the
attached to
ball
that
again.
for a while. Help me understand the similarities.
and
well, that's the thing. I think I did kind of touch on this, but I'll kind of go at it again from another angle, which
I don't know why the hell they was talking about King Von and Jay-Z and how they rap. I don't know how it led to that. Of course, I know how, but I don't know why.
This is the infatuation conversation.
Yeah, he was talking about his infatuation with like the criminality or the crime.
It's funny how like he says he doesn't know about this culture, but it's black people that don't know about the culture. Like
Oh my
it's
God,
so
a shit ton of black people.
like he
Yeah.
knows more about black people probably than a lot of black people.
There's a
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
literally
Because
like,
he's-
he definitely knows more about drill rap than I could even wrap my mind around.
Yeah,
Fact.
this nigga said he used to read the back like the lyrics. Like on vinyl, like to,
Yeah.
I think he said Trap Lil Ross. He was like the Jay-Z Black album. He read the lyrics on the vinyl.
That's not even the blueprint. It's
Yeah,
the Black Album.
The Black album.
That was like 2005.
You know
That's
what?
what
You
I'm
know
saying.
what? You know what? Loon's perspective like makes very clear about him without like unintentionally that he sounds like a street nigga just protecting his friends.
like he's at.
Yeah.
That's all this is. And that's
You know
what,
what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying?
it.
that's
It's
why it doesn't
like-
translate well to podcasting because
terrible
it's
in
the
podcasting.
same move
Yeah.
every time.
Unless you only want street niggas listening to you.
Right.
And if that's the case, you cannot say you're giving podcasters game. That's not what you're doing.
Yeah,
You're
nah.
not doing that.
because you're not being smart. Like you're not being like it's cool to be opinionated,
Right.
but nigga,
You
like
have to know where your lane is on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, his whole thing with the whole
and it's
he
just
doesn't even-
stupid.
yeah,
he's
he-
dumb. He's dumb.
This guy.
He's dumb.
it's funny, it's just in him. You
He's
can't get it out.
dumb.
He's gonna turn you to a pawn, nigga.
He's dumb.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, he be at.
But it's like this is another one of those moments that he couldn't wrap his mind around. He couldn't understand how a white man from the UK was obsessed with King Von's music. Nigga.
He also couldn't understand how if you grow up in an environment where there's racist people,
Right.
how could you not come out that environment racist?
Yeah.
Not
Is
racist.
Dumb.
Yeah.
He's
it's-
dumb.
No,
he's-
he's not.
he-
He's
no, no,
not dumb.
he's
He just has a fixated mindset.
No. He's extremely uncultured. Extremely uncultured.
Loon?
Yes.
Nah, I think there's a word above ignorance that I gotta look up. And he's that.
He's an extremist.
He-
Oh,
yeah.
like he just.
He's extremely ignorant.
And then he's so caught up because he's friends with Lil Baby and Young Thug situation. It's so many things going on. Like he's probably
Bro, if you're this
don't
close to
know.
the streets, we don't want to hear from Europe. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you're
nah.
not-
We can. You just have to be honest.
You can't
get
be
what I'm
honest.
saying?
You can't be honest when you're that close to
You
it.
can't be honest when you're that close.
There's a way.
There's not a way.
There's not a
That's
way.
Why,
That's why they call those people rats.
Yeah, and that's why you normally get.
That's why they think you're white.
they call those people rats.
Rodents.
I said it like that on purpose, but I feel that. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense.
But I feel like that's
Yeah.
why that goes back to of the people or of the industry thing.
Right. It
Well,
does.
I guess
It really
of the
does.
people,
Of the streets.
his people
And the
of
way he
streets.
talks about it is like you're talking to a member. Like Like, nigga, you ain't never been in a cool club before,
Association
nigga?
with something doesn't mean you're the end all be all, like where it ends and where it starts.
But he was that member. He was the general, the shot caller.
Yeah.
In there, he was the member.
I mean, he's speaking shit that street niggas will understand and feel.
He was the financer.
Yeah, I want to know what the fuck you were doing. Were you moving crazy keys? Like, what was up? Like, can
Bro,
I get the life story?
it's so vague.
Yeah.
I hate that I don't know that. Like, I hate when a nigga says I was that nigga and I don't even. I just,
He makes it sound like he was running a medium-sized militia.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
It's like Bigfoot. Niggas have said they seen that mother. Like,
and I know Big Meech was. You know what I'm saying? I know Big Meech was, but it's like,
He's gonna be on Charlamagne's book imprint.
were you on Big Meech level? What level were you on? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because like,
you see, it's not even about, but it's just he might need media training,
extreme media, either media
or he needs to talk to people.
I don't even think it's media training. Well, I'll take that back. If he wants to reach the heights that he says that he wants to reach, he definitely needs media training.
Yeah.
If he
'Cause the
doesn't
nigga
want
said,
to reach those lights, then then his marketing, like the Black Effect, needs to gear him into the right market. Like they need to guide him to where his audience is at.
But he grew up in difficulty. So it's gonna be hard for this nigga to even grasp that shit. To want help.
When that's the issue too, it's like I heard you speak on It's Up There podcast with Charlamagne. It sounds like you want just as much as I want, you know what I'm saying? In podcasting, but you're not conducting yourself the way that like you want those things. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And it's like and if you've done this much studying, when have you ever seen Charlamagne married to his point like that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
All the time.
Oh yeah, no, recently.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like in an interview,
But
like,
that's probably the biggest note he took away.
yeah, but like in an interview, but at least Charlamagne will be able to articulate it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he's not even conducting himself in a way these conversations.
It's almost like he didn't have points written down. He just was going off a straight feeling, which is cool.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do a debate like this,
It's got to be written.
it has to be written. You have to have points. You have to have structure.
Nope. You know, I just realized he don't got to do none of that shit. Because how long we been recording?
Oh no, I was gonna say we have to have what you call accountability for ourselves, and we have to look inside because we're doing the same academics thing to that nigga right now.
Oh no, I fully.
that was
How
intentional.
long we been recording?
About an hour.
You serious?
Yeah, 1
and
hour.
we've talked about Loon this whole time.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. Yeah,
The nigga's winning.
yeah,
The nigga's a genius. Matter of fact, we're doing something wrong.
Nah, it's
Not really.
We talked about it's not.
We talked
the
about
mo-
him like he talked about that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We but way better than the way he talked about that. But
Yeah.
we're obsessing.
Are we though?
We're-
because
we're
we kind of
everybody's in
I
the,
think I might have an infatuation with
we all
this
kind of
Yeah,
agree.
I'm obsessed.
Well, Tone, you do know that obsession is what do you say?
it's sick.
Obsession is sick. Obsession
Yeah.
is not healthy.
shit. I'm a weirdo.
yeah.
That's what I do.
You need some pill, yeah.
Nigga, I've been obsessed with you for the last 3 days, nigga. Since you made an appearance on Brilliant Idiots, I've been obsessed.
Yeah, man.
I'm just content over content.
Because
like,
he's the type. Like, if he knew a couple more words, man, I would like him, man. And like,
Right,
if he knew a
right.
couple more things, I would just like him because he has that.
Yeah.
Like, whatever that is, he's an older dude.
Yeah.
He knows the game.
There's something
It's-
here for sure because we wouldn't have talked about this nigga for 62 minutes
and
if there was
y'all
nothing.
spoke highly of him a couple months ago.
He speaks.
so
He speaks with
Hold up.
conviction too.
Hold up now. Being polarizing and wrong, you're gonna get an hour conversation out of me though. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
And then- but you see-
the
Whoa.
crazier you jump, it's like the more I'm enjoying it. You
but
know what I'm saying?
he is a general. He's just using himself as a pawn. He was on 3 things: his podcast, he had the interview with Trap Lil Ross, and then the Brilliant Idiot. So I take that he is the general,
You think you're stirring up waters to catch fish?
of course, and he's doing a good job.
I didn't subscribe to a goddamn thing.
But-
I'm not going back after this either.
Well, this
You know
is
what I'm
supposed to
saying?
be his boom. This is supposed to be his his launching pad.
It was supposed to be better, but he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, I think he should have been like, if we're talking conversion rate wise, he should have been going in there with like a
Written,
30% conversion rate hope. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do really well, you can convert 30% of their fans, right? I think he left out of there with like a 5% conversion rate.
Yeah, because he should have went in there as Big Loon.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck about podcast ads or what
the general
value
Well, I don't know.
academics brings to the space.
I can talk about that. I do kind of.
We
We
but
care
we're
about that.
podcasters.
That's true.
This
Nobody
is
cares
not
about that.
like they're not making it for us.
But even
Yeah.
then, like let's be honest, I don't want to hear advice from him.
No,
yeah,
I don't.
these
I
niggas
don't
told us
hear
to not
advice
worry
from him.
about our YouTube, the one thing that's been keeping us afloat.
Oh my God.
The one
crazy.
thing that's
Kidding me?
growing our name and our notoriety.
That's it. That's literally it. And
There's niggas watching this who would not know who I am if it
Yeah.
wasn't for YouTube.
That's a whole-
Truthfully though, there is still the thing behind YouTube, Rumble, and all the other things where it's like not your platform, right? There is still a little validity to having another space, using this to build, like we talk about all the time,
Oh, yeah,
using this
yeah,
to build
yeah.
something else.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking about the Patreon thing, like when I get back into, because I've been looking at the website again, when I get back into it, like it'd be good to try to find a place to host a Patreon or separate things there where it's like you can at least come here
Right, right.
for all the stuff. So we're completely in control of that. So there's still validity to that.
Well, let's get into that then.